Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Donna Thiesel, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge Talk Show, where truth matters, definitely does. You know, you can find us on the radio at icradio.media. Find us on television as well, and that is on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire, where we are syndicated on Abundance Television. You can also find us we have a podcast on the newscasters.com, and you can also find us on all the social media sites, as long as they don't keep kicking me off. But, I always bounce right back, so I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, I have a wonderful lady right here. Everybody loves her. Everybody knows Silk of Diamond and Silk. And by the way, Silk, I'm going to get my sweet tea, and I love my fan. You guys have to order these. Do you have any of these left?
We do have some more of those left, and then we have some of these as well.
These are really good and sturdy.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't see that one. That's a good one, too.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Yes.
We're going to have a big Trump event. And so I've got a few that I'm going to distribute out. So we're all around Alabama on Highway 75, which is a major highway, and 35, which leads you into the Northeast Alabama Community College. So a lot of folks are going to be seeing Diamond and Silk here and fans. Now, you guys are running a sale, a special. Do you have any more of these Trump pins?
We do have some more Trump pins that's available for pre-order right now. So it's on back order, but it's on its way, but you can pre-order it right now. And we also have the Diamond and Silk bobblehead memorabilia that you can also order or get there at the diamondandsilkstore.com. I'm giving you 50% off. That's 50% off the already special price. Okay, so additional 50% off. I want everybody to be a part of history. The Diamond and Silk bobblehead memorabilia.
Absolutely. Now, Silk, you live in North Carolina, so tell us what happened, because everybody's worried about you because of Asheville.
Okay, so where I live at, I'm probably about 4 or 5 hours away from Asheville, and I'm still in total shock as to what happened. To be honest with you, I did not even know that it had happened. There was nowhere on the news. It started that Thursday night into that Friday, and then it left. That's what we thought, that it had left. And it was about a day or so later, I was sitting there and stuff started coming down the feed. North Carolina Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson started posting things, and I'm like, oh my God, I did not know. And I told to my husband, I said, did you know it was like this in Asheville? And we did not know it was like that in Asheville. It was devastating. From my understanding, there's a lot of people that's just really that's dead, that is not getting into the services or getting the resources that they need. There's a lot of flooding up there. It's really a lot of sadness up there to just have your whole community just wiped out in one day. And I don't even know if Asheville was even expecting what happened to happen. I don't even think that they expected that. I know I did not. I did not expect it. I mean, I knew it was getting the rain, and the rain was even bigger than what we thought, to the fact I couldn't even go in that Thursday night, come on, do the show on that Thursday night. So I knew it was a big storm, but I did not know it was anything like that. And now, So be sure to help real quick. Be sure to help, because we are a red state here in North Carolina with a blue governor. Roy Cooper is our governor.
I found that odd.
Liberal. Yeah. So President Trump won the state of North Carolina, but it seemed like they want me to believe that people just voted for Trump and then dropped all the way down and found a blue governor for right here in North Carolina. But the way that he responded, the way that Kamala responded, Biden responded, it's devastating with the way that they responded. And you can tell that they do not care about Americans. Roy Cooper, the way he responded. Now, Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson, he don't have all of the powers that Roy Cooper has. So he had to wait on Roy Cooper. But in the midst of waiting, he was there. North Carolina Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson was there on the grounds, day one, screaming back at the governor office to let them know, we need helicopters, we need this, we need that. And Mark Robinson, he's running for governor here in North Carolina. So just a shameless plug. I want everybody to vote for Mark Robinson for governor here in North Carolina, because Roy Cooper, he's full of it. And this Josh Stein that's supposed to be running against Mark Robinson, I ain't heard from him. He quieter than a mouse peeing on cotton. I ain't heard from him. You know, I don't see him doing much or nothing. But the people here in North Carolina, you all up in Asheville, they truly need your help. They truly need your assistance. And when it comes down to FEMA, listen, the story that I'm hearing is that FEMA is not on the grounds as it should be. And when Kamala showed up, I believe that's when FEMA called itself showing up. But it appears that instead of helping, they're doing more blocking. That's what it appears to. Now, a lot of people say, okay, well, Silk, that's a conspiracy theorist. But what happens when this conspiracy is truly a fact? Because I'm hearing it from the people. Okay, some people are able to get videos. They have loved ones they're able to get in contact with. It's coming directly from the people. I trust the people versus the government. So
I do too, and it's incredible. And I wanted to tell you this, Silk, because I have firsthand knowledge. Okay, we go to the Cowboy Church, American Fellowship of Cowboy Churches, and I know firsthand Philip Gilliland, who is in operations with the American Fellowship of Cowboy Churches. He lives in Alabama, but the operation is actually out of Texas. And so Philip was almost in tears. He sent me a message, and what happened is they were gathering product. Cowboy Church always comes to the rescue, and they bring their chuck wagons and the whole works. So Philip got in contact with me, and he said, Donna, FEMA is confiscating everything the churches are bringing in. And it's not just Cowboy Church. It was any church who would bring in water, whatever. Why would you not want people to help people? What is wrong with them?
It was any organization, from my understanding. If anybody donated food, money, I was told that FEMA was confiscating all of the different donations and different things, the different water, food, or what have you, and was not delivering it, is what I was told. Okay. And this is directly from the people. This is not just from somebody that's not even from around here just speaking. This is from the people that's on the grounds right there. Okay. And then just to see American citizens coming together to help one another, but then to know the loss of life because of the negligence of our government. We are here in North Carolina, Fort Bragg. Unfortunately, some idiot renamed it Fort Liberty, but Fort Bragg has active duty aircrafts. Okay, why were they just stationary in one place waiting to be given an order 2-3 days later? Okay. And like I was telling my audience, if this was President Donald J. Trump, he would have had them on the ground. Probably.
He's already been there. Okay, he has already been delivering things.
That's the only way that we were able to get national attention, because a few days later, President Trump went to Georgia, had a press conference, and then the media was able to see what happened on the grounds there in Georgia and Tennessee and North Carolina. That's the way that that's how the media attention came about. Other than that, everything was really in the underground.
You would have never known. And I'm very suspicious about this hurricane. I know it sounds like I'm wearing a full hat here, but I'm very, first of all, I don't trust the government with anything. And I just have quizzes and questions about this, because when we go to Anderson, North Carolina, or South Carolina, we always go through Atlanta. Okay, so I'm not seeing that Atlanta was torn into shreds. I mean, it was bad enough, but it was not torn into shreds. How did it hop over? Because hurricanes don't do that. Hurricanes are not like tornadoes. A tornado gains strength when it's on the ground. Well, hurricanes, once they hit the ground, after they've been in the ocean, been in the water, they start losing some.
They lose strength. Once they hit land, it loses strength. But there is a deliberate weather manipulation going on, in my own humble opinion. Okay.
And mine as well.
Yeah. And I do truly believe not only is it a land grab, but it's like killing 2 or 3 birds with one stone. It's depopulation, it's land grab, and it's to steal votes. That's how I see it. Because it's funny that all of these different storms is happening. It typically happens around election time all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And then for these type of storms here, that's just coming straight up the coast there and destroying a lot of red states. Okay. It feels to be targeted.
It's a little suspicious. Yeah.
No, it's very suspicious. It ain't even little about it. It's very suspicious with what I see truly happening. And they can call me all types of conspiracy theories, but what you're not going to do,
I don't care anymore.
Call me dumb or stupid for not trying to figure this thing out. There is patents out there with different technology and devices that can be used to control hurricanes and tornadoes. It's patented out there. Okay. Now, is our government behind doing this? I cannot say for sure because I'm not there with the government if they are. I can say in my own humble opinion, I truly believe that our own government is behind destroying our country from within. That's in my opinion. Okay. As a citizen.
Well, I think you're accurate.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure you're accurate about that.
Yeah,
but let's this. Did you know that we can even manipulate the weather just a little bit? So we bought the farm. This was my grandparents' farm. And I remember back in the day, my uncle went to high school in the 1960s, and he was with the FFA, and they were doing some kind of a thing where they were planting pine trees.
Yeah.
And my granddad gave in, and they planted about 50 pine trees on one of the acres of this farm. And my grandmother did nothing but complain when those trees were planted because she said, I'm not feeling air on the porch anymore in the hot summertime because the trees were kind of blocking it. Well, my grandmother got away. My granddad had somebody come and bulldoze the trees down. And when the trees were bulldozed down, she said, I can feel air on the porch again. I told you it was the trees doing it.
Wow. Incredible.
That was just a little thing.
It's just the little things. But yes, I believe that this has been going on for decades.
It has been.
And here's the deal for the media to not even cover this and try to hide this. I was listening to Jim Crow Joe Biden. He brought that up, something dealing with Marjorie Taylor Greene, saying how the government is manipulating the weather. Okay, here's the deal. We have an issue here with our weather and the weather pattern. There is, like I say, patented technology that can control the weather. All right. And so if we know this, why are they trying to hide it and deny it? Okay. If you
do everything else,
right? But see, it has to be something nefarious going on for you want to try to hide the fact that there is technology that can manipulate the weather. All right. And now, don't get me wrong. I do believe that when all of this different technology was coming into play, that I do not believe that it was being patented and put into play for nefarious reasons. But I do believe that the evils that be, okay, these demonic demons have taken that technology, put their name to that technology on that patent to use it for nefarious purposes. So the technology that did to help, I guess, lessen the impact of a hurricane, all right, can also be used to make the hurricane even more greater. All right. So, like I said, I believe that it's been just used for nefarious purposes. That's just like having a knife. I can take the knife and cut my steak, or I can take the knife and,
absolutely.
All right. So you can use certain things for nefarious reasons. And I believe that that's what they're doing. I truly believe that.
Well, I was talking with Attorney Don Brown. He's out of Charlotte, North Carolina. He's on the show once a month like you are. And he ran for U.S. Senate. I wish he had gotten it, but he didn't. But super smart guy. So he was on the show 2 days ago. And so I mentioned that to him. And I said, okay, you're going to think I'm crazy, Don. And he said, what about the weather manipulation? And I said, oh, you're a bright attorney. And even you're suspecting something. And he said, yeah, because see, he was also in the U.S. Army. And he said, yeah, because he said back in the day, the Korean War and the Vietnam War, they had, and this was to use against the enemy is what this was about. That's why they were using the weather.
Yep. And so unfortunately now the people are the enemy. Here
Yeah,
to this rogue government, we are the enemy, and it's being used against us.
we
Okay,
mean MAGAs. We're just mean MAGAs.
they want to change the trajectory of how we actually live. Is what they're trying to do. But I don't believe that God would allow this. And when I say that is what they're trying to do, I don't believe God would go for allowing these people to destroy our country, take away our oil production and energy, implement certain things to create what they call climate change. And I'm understanding that Biden is trying to, I think he want to do an executive order on what is it called? Climate emergency or weather emergency, is some type of emergency that he wants to put into place dealing with the weather. Okay. And we got to be really, really, truly cautious out there because they want to do everything that they can to really, truly enslave us. That's how I feel about it.
Well, I feel the same way. And another thing they're trying to do, that they don't want us to own property. And so with this laughing Kamala nut, okay, so she wants to have capital gains. Capital gains, I don't think people really understand what that means. Because let's say my grandparents bought this farm for $5,000, and this was back in 1930, whatever.
Right.
Okay, it's worth a lot more than that now, because in other words, they would have to pay taxes for the reason. I mean, this is nuts.
For the appreciation of the firm, right? Even though you're not selling it, you're not getting any money for it. But just because it appreciated, it went up in value. They want you to pay taxes on what the amount that the value is as whenever the amount went up. They want you to pay upfront taxes on that, even though you're not selling it or anything or getting any money back from that. And that is wrong. That should not be able to be. I don't even think, to be honest with you, that whenever you purchase something and after you finish paying for it or what have you, I don't even think you should have to pay taxes on that, continuously paying taxes, because guess what? You never really truly own it. They got that set up like that. I think that we're being ripped off. But yeah, they want to implement, Kamala Harris wants to implement gains tax, okay, on the people. Now, we as the middle class, we just waking up trying to survive. And now she want to put more red tape in place. I'm looking here at my fellow North Carolinians here. You want them to fill out application, but there's no electricity. You want to say that, well, usually people save up for this, but a lot of them dead. A lot of people are dead. That's very insensitive for her to even say that and do that. But once again, Kamala Harris is nothing but a puppet as far as I'm concerned. She was installed like a virus. She was installed like a
virus. You're on to that.
Yes. Just like software, malware. She is an installed dictator. So she don't care about the people. She only care about pleasing the people that install her, these elitists.
And it's so incredible. When she's out on the campaign trail, most people on the campaign trail, especially if you're up against Trump, because Trump's very successful.
Oh, yeah.
Anything he touches turns to gold. So if I were her, I would be thinking about that. I would stop it with the nonsense of trying to put him in prison and all that. I would say, just let me at it. She could have proved herself when this hurricane hit Asheville. She could have proved something. Does she not care? I mean, you had a golden opportunity, a golden one. But what does she want to do? She wants to give illegals these little cards with all this money on them. And how much is she wanting to give people, the victims?
$750 for their immediate needs. Okay.
That's not going to go very far, especially with this inflation like it is.
That's right. Now, the media want to say that that's not it. This is the people on the left. That's not all that they're going to give. It's just $750 right now. But here's my deal. When illegal aliens come into our country illegally, they are given thousands of dollars for their immediate need.
Yeah.
Okay. This is American tax dollars that they are given. All right. American tax dollars should be given to American citizens, not illegal aliens and not these foreign countries. Now, to turn around and say, okay, 70-50, that's what we can give right now for your immediate need. But then come a week later, turn around a week later and send $157 million to Lebanon for their citizens' needs. Okay. And then tell us we have to wait for Congress to come back into session before they can approve more money for North Carolina, for American citizens. But they didn't have to approve $157 million to go to Lebanon. Yeah, it's a very, very big issue with this regime, with Kamala Harris. They can care less about the American people, but American dollars should be going to American citizens, not illegal aliens.
Folks, buy some of these fans. My blood pressure is, my head is about to spin off. I can't believe that you would think so little of the American citizen who has been, and I've been working almost an entire life. I have paid into the system so much. And to see it just crumbling all around us just blows my mind.
Not only just seeing it crumble, just to see these people steal our wealth and launder it away. Okay. They're stealing our wealth and laundering it away, and they are doing it, and nobody seems to be doing nothing about it. I thought we had a fail safe here. I thought that's what Congress was for. I didn't know that the government could just come in and just take our wealth and just give it away. Okay. But see, when our systems have been infiltrated, like with China. Okay. All right. With our systems infiltrated, they are the ones that's doing the act. I cannot believe that it's an actual American citizen human being that's actually doing this. It's hard to believe that. When I see Kamala stand there and act like it's okay to say, we're just going to give you $750 for your immediate needs. Then to find out, there is some fine print within the contract that if they give you this money as an advancement and your insurance pays you, then they want you to give that money back to them. Okay, do the illegal aliens have to repay back their immediate needs money when they find a job? Huh? Oh, whoa. Then to have these illegal aliens stand in all of these luxury hotels on American tax dollars, because we got to pay for that. Now we got a catastrophe that done happened here with American citizens that's been misplaced. No more home. But do you have our American citizens staying in luxury hotels at the expense of American tax dollars? Because I would prefer my American tax dollars to go towards an American citizen that's been misplaced instead of an illegal alien that's in our country illegally.
Normally speaking, you can do that in your own household. If I pay bills, if I give to charity, I decide who I'm going to give the charity to. I decide that, but the government decides the money that we pay in, we work, we've been doing. And I wanted to ask you another question, okay, because it's just that Asheville is into shreds. And I've been to Asheville several times. I've been to the Biltmore. By the way, the McDonald's that kind of looks like a Biltmore over there, that's kind of awful.
Yeah.
It's not now, it's into shreds. But most of Asheville is small business. It's small business community, not very, very few big businesses are out there. But where are they gonna go to spend the $750 in their electric cars? I mean, where are they gonna go? And by the way, what about the electric car exploding? Did you hear about that?
I didn't hear about it, but I know that electric cars do explode because of I believe the content within the water or what have you. But still with the electric car, how are you going to charge it if you don't have no electricity? But we got this whole regime that want everybody to get electric cars and no more gas cars. Just think about that. Imagine that. Imagine if we all had electric cars and didn't have no gas cars. Okay. We have no electricity to charge the cars. How are you going to help? You just just this the stuff, the chromium things from like medieval times that they want to push down our throat. It's not even modern. It's not even modern.
It's just plain stupidity is what it is. I mean, think about this. Okay, electricity. Okay, you know when it's raining and storming and coming thunderstorms and lightning, not to get near like the poles, you know, where
Right.
I mean, and anybody who has any kind of a brain whatsoever, except for maybe Democrats, when a power line goes down, you know not to drive over it, even in a gas car. But imagine an electric car driving over it. Accidentally, like it's at night, power lines are down, accidentally drive over it. Have they not thought about that?
I think they don't care to think about it. I think that they don't care to think about it because they're looking for the lithium for the batteries to make the batteries and stuff. The lithium that's there in our mountain, there in Asheville. Yeah. They can care less about the people. That's why I say our systems have been infiltrated with foreign actors and actresses. Okay. And some who
don't know what sex they are.
Right.
In there too.
Right. And so they don't care about us. They only care about obtaining what they want. All right. Because they want to have China make the batteries and stuff, but they're going to need that lithium in order to be able to do that, okay, from our soil, all right? And then, you see what's happening there with Tampa, Florida, and so forth, and how those storms is coming, where they want to make, from my understanding, Tampa, Florida is on the 15-minute city. Remember the 15-minute city project? Mm-hmm. Tampa, Florida is on that list, all right? And guess who is a big investor in that? Bill Gates. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't know that. But Bill Gates' name is also on a patent that help control and steer hurricanes. Mm-hmm. Do you see what I'm saying? So
exactly.
It is what it is. What we as citizens got to do is continue to connect the dots so we would know what's truly going on. That's what we're going to have to do. And we going to have to get out. We're going to have to really, really, truly vote. Like I said the other night, we're going to have to vote like our last breath depends on it just to live.
You've got to. Let's go into a commercial break. Can you believe over half the show's over? Let's go to a break. We're going to be right back in just a minute. So everybody hang in there, okay? We'll be right back. I promise. Twin City Used Car Sales has been serving drivers in the Northeast Alabama area for years with a quality selection of late model used cars, SUVs, and pickup trucks. On top of our extensive selection and competitive prices, we offer professional auto financing services for used car buyers of all credit levels. Whether you've just begun your search or you're ready to secure your next vehicle, at Twin City Used Car Sales, you will drive away with the vehicle of your dreams. The sales and finance staff at Twin City Used Car Sales looks forward to serving you, and you can apply for financing online before your visit to our used dealership in Gadsden, Alabama. Check us out on the web at twincityusedcars.com or go by our location at 901 First Avenue, Gadsden, Alabama. We sincerely look forward to serving you. At Lamone's Mexican Restaurant, located in Henniger, Alabama, and voted Best Mexican Restaurant of DeKalb County, Alabama 2020, we're here to serve you with authentic Mexican cuisine. Order easily online by going to lamonsmex.com or call 256-657-3999 to place your order. We're open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Whether you're celebrating a cozy date night for two or a celebration for a crowd, at Lamone's you'll love our atmosphere and friendly servers. Thank you for dining with Lamone's Mexican Restaurant.
Are you ready?
We all wonder what tomorrow will bring. But the future lays itself at the feet of the prepared, and surrenders to the will of the persistent. It's not easy, but today shapes you so you can shape tomorrow. With Northeast Alabama Community College, when the future asks if you're ready, you can answer
Yes.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
Donna's Designs offers a line of handmade memorial, wedding, and keepsake jewelry that launched back in 1970. I'm a self-trained jewelry designer, and I will work closely with you to create unique designs you can love and treasure for years to come. Whether that be flowers that were used in a funeral arrangement or stones you found on the beach at a memorable trip, call me at 256-659-4319, and let's think of the possibilities. My name is Donna, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge Talk Show, where truth matters even though it hurts. It doesn't hurt me that bad, though, Silk. Does it hurt you?
Not the truth. Not the naked, nasty, low down, gutter written truth. That's the only thing that's going to set us free.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Let's talk about the debate. And this was between J.D. Vance and this lunatic guy who doesn't know what sex he is either, I don't think. And he has a lunatic wife. Have you seen his wife out there on the speaking circuit? She's nuts as he is.
Yeah. Crazy attract more crazy. You talking about Tim Walz, who I call Tampon Timmy.
Yeah.
Who wants tampons in the little boy's bathroom. I got to continue for the American people to know that what we got running here on a ticket is a dictator with a tampon. So I want people to know what's truly going on when you talk about Kamala Harris and Tim Walz.
Okay, anybody with half a brain in their head should understand this. Okay, they keep talking about Trump wants to be a dictator. Didn't he have 4 years to be one when he was in office?
He had 4 years to be whatever they said that he was going to be, but everything that they said he was going to do and be, let me tell you something. Everything Trump said he was going to do, he did it. He was trying to stop it. But everything that they say, oh, Trump is going to do this. Oh, he's going to get us in wars. He's going to do that. No, Trump did none of that happen under President Donald J. Trump. But you know, for this to be with J.D. Vance and Tim Walz, to be a what you call a debate, I'm like, okay, what are they debating? Truly debating? Because I know my father called me the next day and said, "Did you see the debate?" I said, "Well, yeah, I saw it. It looked at me." I said, because the main issue here for me is about our economy with these illegal aliens that is invading our country. See, with the illegal aliens invading our country, that affects our way of living. It affects our jobs. It affects our money. It affects a whole lot of different things. But to be talking about all of this other different stuff, I really wasn't really truly interested. However, J.D. Vance did do a phenomenal job with answering the questions. And even though the moderators was trying to shut him up when he was trying to talk about Kamala Harris TPS, that temporary protected status, that this is how she's allowing more illegal aliens into our country. They tried to shut him down on that. And so these games that these people continue to play, I am really, truly aware of it. And I want everybody else to be aware of it as well. And now I understand that Fox News, they want to offer a debate for Trump and Kamala. And I hope President Trump say hell no to it.
What's the point?
She's not, first off, she's not legitimate. She's illegitimate. Nobody voted for her. And she's not a candidate for the people. She was not elected by the people. She was injected and selected by the deep state. So why even debate her? I heard Kamala talking about she's fighting for democracy. How are you fighting for democracy when you can't even uphold democracy? No. Because the same way that you was installed into this particular position, it is not the democratic way of doing it when it comes down to our constitutional republic. She didn't do it the right way. Okay. We are a representative democracy, which is the constitutional republic. All right. The way the Democrats think when they talk about democracy, they want to act like an elite democracy. All right. I know what I'm saying right now. A lot of people may not understand it, but there are several different types of democracies. Okay. The United States falls under the representative democracies where the people elect the individuals that they want to represent them. Okay. Not the elite democracy where we just gonna kick you out, Biden, because you can't even string 3 words together to form a sentence. We just gonna put Kamala there because we think she'll be a better pick. That's an elite democracy. All right. That's where your dictators come in.
That's the dictator.
There you go. That's right.
Not the guy who had 4 years to make it happen because they said he was. And he did.
Exactly, darling. Exactly. So I want people to understand that when they keep saying democracy, yes, we are a constitutional republic governed by constitutional laws. However, with the type of democracies that's out there, we are considered a representative democracy where we, the people, elect our officials. Okay. Now, what the Democrats did is what I call voter suppression, because a lot of people voted for Biden, didn't nobody vote for Kamala. All right. And with nobody voting for her, they ignored the voters' will. All right. Because their will was, you see what I'm saying? So that's voter suppression. The same party that cries out voter suppression, they are the one that just suppressed the American people vote. I don't care if they was voting for a Democrat. Their vote is supposed to be their power. And that's supposed to be the will of the people. Okay. So, you know, all of that to circle back around to the debates. J.D. Vance did a great job.
He did. He was awesome. And I'm going to tell you, he was really quick on his feet, even though we were trying to trick him, even though we're trying to say that he did things he didn't do. And they kept fact checking him. They were not supposed to do that.
When they were not supposed to do it. And that's why another reason why I really hope that President Trump say no more. We don't need no more debates. We already have Kamala Harris track records versus Trump's track records. We already see what Kamala have done in the last 3.5 years. And if she couldn't do it in 3.5 years, what makes you think you're going to give her another 4 years to do it? Okay. President Donald J. Trump, like I told the people, was your life better under President Trump? Was your bank account better under President Trump? Was your livelihood better under President Trump? Then you need to vote for Trump. Now, if you are okay with not being able to afford no bacon, not being able to afford no food, no groceries to feed your children, not being able to put no gas in your tank, not being able to buy a home. If you are okay with that, then you vote for your dictator, Kamala Harris. Okay. All right. But if you are sick and tired of being sick and tired of what's going on right now, you better get out and vote for President Donald J. Trump. Vote right so you won't get left again.
Absolutely. Now, I want you to talk to church-going people, okay? Because I'm going to tell you what happened here in Alabama when we had the election last time. Less than 10% of Alabamians voted. Less than 10%. That makes me sick to my stomach. I mean, it really does. And look at this all across the country. You have these people who say, well, I don't like either one of them. I don't like that mean way that Trump talks, but you're not going to vote, which means you're going to be voting for the cackling hen. That's what you're going to be doing. Cackling.
Exactly. See, you need to vote for what you want so that you will have a voice. Because like I said, your vote is your voice and your voice is your power. That's how you implement your power. That means that if you don't vote, you won't have to shut up and just eat straight up BS, okay? You're going to have to take it, eat straight up crow is what you're going to have to do. But it's imperative that we get out and vote. But let me tell you what a lot of these evil people have done. They have allowed the churches to have these 501c3 nonprofits, okay? Where they're saying you can't be part of politics. But it's despite but despite not being part of politics and for the church, you're still a human being at the end of the day who have a family, and you got to live in our country as a human being. You're not the church. I want to make sure I'm saying this right, because I know how I don't want to offend anybody. But the church, the 501c3, where the government, they want you to be quiet about being politics. That is for you not to have bring politics into the church, and they don't want you to be an influencer over your flock. Even though every election year, Democrats find themselves somewhere in some black person's church, try to get them to vote for them. Despite that, that's the deal. Okay, all right. Now here is my deal. Here's my deal, because I can live within the spirit, but I got to also live realistically. Okay, I can fast in the spirit, not eat anything, but realistically, eventually, if I want to continue to live, I'm gonna have to eat some food. Do you see what I'm saying? So, church people, the ministers, the pastors, they may have a lock on your mouth where you can't influence your flock, but your flock don't have a 501c3. So I'm talking to the members now, all right? Because the pastors, if they got a 501c3, they done been bought and paid for pretty much. They can't say much, all right? But for the flock, for the peoples, okay, listen, if you don't vote right, you're going to continue to get more of the same. That's why Kamala can't tell nobody her plans. Every time somebody asks her about her plan, she can't tell nobody her plan. She go back to when her mother and her father was part of the middle class. Okay, she can't.
That's a bunch of bull, by the way. Did you see when she grew up?
Yeah.
I didn't have a house like that growing up.
No, but she can't tell anybody her plan, because her plan is not for American citizens. It's for her illegal aliens. Okay. So understand it. So do you want to allow somebody to bring in individuals to replace you as a citizen, as a churchgoer? Do you want to vote for somebody that is bringing in people to replace you? If the answer is no, then you're going to have to vote Trump, because if you don't vote Trump, they're already bringing in people to replace us. Now, you got a lot of people that's going to sit back. They say, I don't believe that. Here is my message to you. Look at alternative media. All of the left-wing media and some on the right. Listen, they only going to tell you what the big wigs say that they can say to you. But when you go to alternative media, you're going to understand what's truly going on. And the reason why Mayorkas stood there and said that they don't have no more funds to fund all of these different hurricanes that's on the way. They're about out of funds because they've taken our American tax dollars and have funded illegal aliens resettlement. Okay. They call them migrants. I call them aliens. They have flown illegal aliens into our country, you all, to take our jobs and to replace American citizens. So once again, to the church folk, if you're tired of being sick and tired, then what you're going to have to do is vote right so you won't get left. You're going to have to vote straight red all the way down. RED, remove every Democrat. And you're going to have to get off of your behind and go do it. You're going to finally have to go do something. If you don't do it, then that means you are okay with boys in the girls' bathroom. You are okay with these grown behind men dressing up in wigs and sexually violating your children. You're saying that you're okay for that. All right. You are okay with the demonicism and the pedophilia-ism that's going on within the Democrat Party. You're saying that you're okay with that. If you don't vote against that, then that means you are for that. You are part of that, and you are okay with that. Yeah. So you got to think about it that way. Okay. It's going to take all of us to bring our country back. Because Donna, I've never seen it like this. I've never seen it like this before. There was once a time when you woke up, you went to work, you was happy, you had your family, you woke up, you live. Now people are waking up just to try to survive. Just to try to survive. So everybody needs to get off of their hind part, stop being all stuck up and so holier than thou, and go and vote. Because even though we're spiritual, you're still a human being at the end of the day. And everything that you do, from us sitting right here and you listening to me, revolve around politics and policies. All right. And if you want the right people in person to make the right policies for you to be comfortable, then you better vote for President Trump, because we've already lived almost 4 years under Democrat rule, and people are sick right now because
they're suffering.
They can't barely survive. They don't have anything. They can't even make it. Their bank account that was built up under Trump, it is all gone under Kamala Harris and Joe Biden right now. So
I want to say something to the pastors. And I think a lot of the pastors, the reason they don't say anything is they're afraid they're going to lose their tithe. Well, let me tell you this, Pastor, and I'm trying to be just as nice about this as I possibly can. If your church members are not able to make a living and make a little bit more, you're not going to get any kind of a tithe.
You're not going to get no tithe.
Think about that.
No tithes and no offering. All you're going to do is be asked, you're going to get prayer requests. That's all you're going to get. Little prayer requests. That's it.
And that's not going to pay your big salary that you're probably getting.
That's right. You won't even be able to have testimonial service because there won't be no testimony. Because people will be suffering. All right. So pastors say, hey, you're going to have to take one for the team. Tell them the 501c3 going to have to be shut down for this year. We're going to have to let our flock know that you're going to have to get out. You need to vote for President Trump. If you are okay, then listen, I know within our churches, okay, all of this transgenderism, we don't go for that in the church. Y'all know we don't go for that in the church. All right. But if you don't vote against it, that's what's coming into your church.
You're for it if you're not voting against it. It's just that simple. There's no other way to look at that. No other way. Let's talk about the huge crowds Trump is still bringing in. I mean, he even went to the place where he almost lost his life. And this makes me mad when people say, oh, he fabricated that. That was staged. Are you kidding me? Why would you stage something like that where you're, instead of turning, I mean, if he had not turned, he would be dead right now.
And I was looking dead at him when all of this happened and could not believe it. I was in total shock. And then not to mention a second attempt on his life there at Mar-a-Lago while he was on a golf course. So the people, a lot of times they like to put out these little fibs to see if it will grow so it can overshadow what truly happened. Okay. We all know what happened. We all saw what happened. Those was real bullets. Corey got shot and he got killed. He was murdered right there in the bleachers. And so we know that it was real. This was not fake. This was truly real. My deal is this, Donna. Was it an inside job? And in my own humble opinion, I have to say yes. It was an inside job. They want to get rid of Donald Trump because they know that Kamala Harris, and they knew then that Joe Biden could not beat President Donald J. Trump. They know when Trump's going to get in, he's going to clean house. They know that, and they don't like that. Okay? All right? So, but I am excited. Like I said, I was just there last week with President Trump in Fayetteville, North Carolina at the town hall. There were so many people out there. I got so much love from the audience, from the people. It was amazing. And then to go the next day to Butler, Pennsylvania, and to get all of the love there. I mean, that crowd was incredible. I was like, whoa, it was just huge. I believe over 100,000 people there. And now he's talking about doing one at Madison Square Garden there in New York. And he said that's in play. He's coming for New York. And so President Trump, once again, you are, is for the people. President Trump is about the people, and he's about America first. All right. He's about putting us first, where Kamala is about putting America last. Hey, the proof is in the pudding. We ain't even got to allege that. All right. So because of that, the average American people see what's going on. All right. The way that they are, when they grew up and they saw how their parents were able to go to work, possibly go to school, have money, have a savings account, get a home, have a family. Those days are long gone for a lot of young people. They realize that socialism is not socializing.
Oh, and get this, they had more kids then than we do now.
That's right. That's
so they
right.
were able to make it with more kids.
Exactly. Exactly. They realized that, and they're like, wait a minute, no. We can't take a little bit. We can just give it all away to people that's sitting on their behind and don't want to get out and work. People are waking up and realizing that. And that's the reason why President Trump's crowd is huge. Okay? Because the people are truly waking up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I mean, it's just, I want him to be president back again so bad. I don't know what to do. And it's just, I can't stop thinking about it. But now God's behind him. I mean, I really, he should already be dead. We almost witnessed watching his head be blasted. We almost saw that.
We almost saw that. But I think that we needed to see that so we can all understand how serious this is. President Trump took a bullet for us. So that's why we need to take a ballot for him. Okay? He took a bullet for us, take a ballot for him, and get out and vote for him. Because he showed us how strong he is and what he's willing to go through to save America. Now, real quick, I hear a lot of people on the left and the right and the left and the right always talk about rhetoric. Okay? But it seems and appears that the bullets are only coming one way. All right. So that should tell you something. Right.
I mean, look at the mannerisms of the debate. Okay, there you had JD being all presidential. He was being courteous, but he was getting the point across.
Yeah.
He got it going. And then he had the Joker Waltz on the other side making faces and just, he kept looking. You could see the nervousness in him. He knew he lost the first minute of the debate.
Oh.
And just looking down, getting mad and just, acting like a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Do that.
That's because something is seriously wrong with him. Something is seriously wrong with this caricature. Not character, but caricature. Okay? All right. Something is seriously wrong with him. Not to say I don't know what it is, but I know what it looked like. And it's really demonic.
Yeah, these people look like they're possessed by demons is what they look like to me.
It's really, really, truly demonic. They can't answer the question. Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, they cannot answer the questions. And so what they got to do is brush the questions off with some old crazy answer that don't make any sense. Okay? They got to go around the answer because they can't give you the direct answer because something is seriously wrong with them. These people are like puppets, okay? And it would not surprise me if there was not any type of device on them or in their ear where people are telling them what to say and how to say certain things. And that can also contribute to the way that he's acting and the way that Kamala acts when she's asked a question. The way she talked, really sluggish and slow. I don't think it's just alcohol. I think she's trying to recite and comprehend what's being said to her in her ear. All right?
That's what it sounds like. That's exactly what it seems like. And then she goes on these stupid tirades about she was asked a question about something, and what did she answer? She said, Starbucks. What I would like for them to do. I mean, she starts this stupid thing about Starbucks, and it's just like, it has a white lid, and then she starts giggling, like she does. And it has a white lid, and my lipstick gets on that white lid. White lid to go on. I mean, and I'm sitting here looking at that. My son said, "You're not going to believe what she said now." And I said, "Yeah, I probably will."
But we still have yet to know what their plan is. But I'm trying to tell the people, all you got to do is look at the last 3.5 years to know what the true plan is. It's not about us for them. It's not about us. $750 for
That's
your
not us.
immediate needs, while illegals getting thousands of dollars for theirs. No hotels open up here in North Carolina, not that I know of. There's no hotels open up to house American citizens that's been misplaced. It's not about we, the American people. Fort Bragg, right here, a few hours away, and we were still waiting on Joe Biden and them to send down the word to allow the people to go and helicopter in to help people. Once again, it's not about us. Billions upon billions of dollars is out the door to help illegal aliens.
And countries who hate us. And countries who hate us. They don't want us to prosper.
Countries who hate us. That's right. That's why I said our systems has been infiltrated. These people are being held captive. They are being blackmailed. That's right. All of the money that Joe Biden has taken from China, and then not to mention Kamala Harris' husband, and all of the undercover backdoor deals and different things that's going on with that. Don't nobody want to talk about it. Everybody want to keep a hush hush. I truly believe that what Kamala and Tim Walz is trying to do, they're trying to do another Joe Biden. All right. Trying to stay in the basement and trying to just let the football keep rolling, and hopefully it'll end up on them. But I truly believe in my heart of heart that it's not going to work this time, because there's too many eyes watching, and they're understanding what truly happened before. I believe that President Trump is going to get over 100 million votes. I do believe
last time.
I believe he got it the last time. I truly and I believe that what he got the last time, they gave it to Biden for him to have 81 million. Okay, all right. But that's what I truly believe. We're going to overvote their cheat. We're going to outrun their runway, and we are going to make it too big to rig. They're not going to be able to actually rig it. They're going to try to, but it's not going to work. It's going to be too many people saying, wait a minute, I didn't do this. This didn't happen. That didn't happen. I'm thankful for Laura Trump. She is, I believe, vice chair there for the RNC. And I'm grateful that they have their lawyers in place, putting their lawyers in place so we can be ready for this thing. We cannot allow these people to steal our country, steal our wealth. If they do it again, then guess what? We will not have a country. So my church people, you won't have a church. They will come and condemn it. They will come and tear it right on down. Okay.
We'll have cottage house meetings is what we'll have.
Exactly. Because the Democrats, they do not believe in God. Not like that.
Still, I know we've got to go, and I know you've got another interview in just a few minutes. Tell folks, go to the website. You need to go ahead and get the fans. You need to go ahead and get these Trump pins are awesome. I love them.
Oh, yeah. The Trump bling pins and the Diamond and Silk Barberhead memorabilia, you all. Half off of the Diamond and Silk Barberhead memorabilia, you all. And the Trump pins is on special right now, you all, for an amazing price. All right. So I want you all to go to diamondandsilkstore.com. Support me, you all. And when you support me, this allows me to continue to go on with the Diamond and Silk Chit Chat live show that's happening Mondays through Fridays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central on Lindell TV, frankspeech.com.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being on the show. We love you here in this area. You know that.
I love you all so much. Thank you for your love and support, and God bless you.
Absolutely. Folks, thank you so much for watching. You're the reason we do this, and thank you so much for your support. Continue sending emails to Donna at donnasedge.com, and make sure you check out that store, okay, Diamond and Silk. Make sure you check it out and get some good deals. Bye, Silk. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye.